Shalom y'all, and welcome back to our Happy Hebrew family. Today I'm going to be doing a DIY reupholstery of a bench. I guess that's what I want to call it. So as you probably saw from the video before this one that we posted, the back house tour, the bathroom has a custom floating vanity that Babe and I, well, Babe, not me, I designed it. I came up with the concept and he built it, so I guess me too. But it's a floating vanity in that bathroom, and so I always had in my mind for it to be something like that there in that space. And so what we did was, when Kayla and I, when we went shopping, we found a stool, I'll show you, that was the right height and real comfortable, but it got an ugly fabric on it. So let me show it to you. This is the stool, and as you can see, it's got, you know, the black iron, like a wrought iron look legs, but I'm not sure if the camera's picking up this color, but it's like an oatmeal color, and that's not really going with the aesthetic of what's going on back there. Because if you saw the video, you saw that it's a lot of white and gray, and I'm going to recover this today using some fabric that I found at Hobby Lobby. And let me show you my materials. So, and this will be fairly simple and inexpensive, because the stool was $19.99. I picked up these studs, these decorative tacks from Hobby Lobby. Focus camera. There we go. For $2.49. They're like a brushed nickel, like a hammered type of texture. And I got 2 boxes of those because I hadn't decided of whether or not I wanted to go all the way around the base of the stool with them, or just do like every other space. So I'm not really sure about that. But anyway, I picked up another hot glue gun today because, and this is the high temp glue gun. I picked that one up today at Hobby Lobby because I couldn't find my glue gun for the longest time. I have no idea where it is, and it was inexpensive. It was only like $3.99, so I picked that up. I also picked up craft sticks, and these are the craft sticks for all temperatures, okay? But more specifically, they're the mini glue sticks. So you have to make sure you get the correct size glue sticks for the correct size glue guns. I also picked up some trim to go around the base. See that when we love tassels. So what I'll do is, this will go at the base of the stool, and even though the legs are black wrought iron, this just adds a little bit more texture. Okay, so I'm gonna go at the base of the stool, and I'm just going to add that detail there. See, I'm gonna add that detail there. And it'll probably, you know what, now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to line the studs up with every tassel. So I should have plenty of studs. I am in love with the look. I think that it'll give it just what the bathroom needs. But most importantly, let me show you the fabric. This is the fabric that I'm going with for the top. So imagine the tassel on the white fabric, the trim rather, on the white fabric. That's gonna look beautiful with that silver detail on it. So this is a wipeable fabric, even, you know, it's white, but it's easy to clean. It's vinyl, and so this should be fine. And plus, you know, again, it's not covering very much of the stool, so that's what we're gonna go with. So y'all stay tuned if you're interested in seeing how I restyle. Come here. Watch what you're doing. Now you can say shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Okay, you guys, so I'm ready. I have all my materials together. Let me just show you quickly what you would need to complete a task like this. So I have 2 Phillips head screwdriver, a hammer, which you all know what it looks like, a pair of scissors, my electric staple gun, and my heavy duty staples. So these are 1/4 inch 6mm staples, which should do just fine for this application. And really it's not going to matter because this particular stool here, you have a base that is literally probably about a 1/2 inch thick. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out the circumference of the stool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I don't want to lay my fabric on the floor per se, so I'm going to lay my fabric down so it doesn't excuse me, so it doesn't get dirty. I have 2 yards of fabric. I'm gonna lay it down on the back side, not the face side. As you can see, what you want to do is make sure that you have enough fabric to go all around the area, like so. So you don't want to skip on it. So right away, I have more than enough. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut it. So basically what I'm doing is just kind of eyeballing it. And this cuts very easily with sharp scissors. And again over here on this side. I like to get more fabric than I use anyway, which is the reason why I told the lady to go ahead and give me what was left on the roll, because if I make a mistake, then I got some left over. So there we go. And I'm going to leave this down here because what I need to do now is go ahead and take this off. But what I'm going to do is I want to leave this underneath. I'm not going to be removing the fabric because there's batten underneath the fabric, and then there's foam. I mean, you know, there's a cushion up underneath it. I want it to be still nice and thick. So I'm going to put the cover or the fabric over this. Okay. You can see this is what it looks like now. What I want to attempt to do is I want to staple the new fabric on here so that I can still see the pre-drilled holes, okay? Because what I don't want to have to do is try to create new holes, because it makes it harder for me to reattach the stool to the base. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And usually I have a table to work on, but today I do not have a table to work on, so I kind of have to freehand it. Now, for those of you that have never done this before, you're gonna want to use a flat surface to do it with, because it could be a little bit taxing, okay? But for me, because I've done this probably a million times, it's not as hard for me to do it on sitting in this chair on my leg.
yeah, we are in the place of
Okay, so this is done. As you can see. So it's got a little bit of some creases around, but I mean, it's a stool. It's not perfect. I'm kind of out of practice, y'all. Don't judge, but I feel like it's a good start. Okay, so that's that. So the next step of this is that I'm going to go ahead and glue gun this onto the base, right? But the thing is, what I want to point out is that to get it started, I'm going to go ahead and tack a nail and to hold it straight to get me started. See? I have a lot going on today. Between my baby's having surgery today, and then I am helping direct traffic as far as items getting moved into the back house, and it's just a lot going on today. So, this is the cushion. Finished with the trim and the stud detail. So now I'm going to go ahead and reconnect it to the base, and then I'll be done. And I'll show you the after at a later time because my battery's about to die. So stay tuned.